Beaucoup d'orthodontistes à l'heure actuelle disent amenez-moi votre enfant quand il aura 9 ans. C'est fini, ils n'ont plus d'action sur cette partie. S'ils essaient d'agir, ça ne marche pas. Ils disent ça c'est pas possible. Du moment que je n'obtiens pas ce résultat, c'est pas possible. En réalité, c'est une erreur. C'est parce qu'ils n'ont pas respecté cette notion de développement chronologique de la partie antérieure, c'est de la naissance à 6 ans.
Ils doivent être portés dès le plus jeune âge. Isabelle Marc et Bassel Alrifaï nous expliquent pourquoi il ne faut pas attendre d'avoir 10 ou 11 ans.
Et à partir du moment où la nourriture est dure, elle doit être mastiquée et non pas avalée par succion.
Les problèmes dentaires des parents ne sont absolument pas transmissibles. Si on n'intervient pas tôt, la croissance va aggraver ces choses-là et on va arriver à un âge où on n'aura plus d'action au niveau de la croissance. Donc il faudra compenser en enlevant des dents définitives, en mettant des forces mécaniques, des casques et tout.
Il y a encore beaucoup de gens qui font ça actuellement. C'est des gens qui n'ont rien compris à l'orthodontie. Ils font de l'orthodontie, ils rangent les dents qui sont en place. Alors pour pas que ça soit bousculé, ils enlèvent une dent de chaque côté, en haut et en bas.
There's no society that focuses on pediatric orthodontics? What, is that not a standard of care? And we talked about official guidance being maybe at early age 7, but really 11 or later. And Mayor was like, you know, that's kind of like a crime. And anyway, this is one of the stated objectives of this meeting, to do intervention at the earliest age possible for the most amount of people. And that will lead into the next person, which is going to be who I introduce. But right now, I just want Patrice, who's based in Geneva, Switzerland. He's got a fantastic, brilliant practice where he's treated over 5,000 cases at the age of 5.
But really, if you want to change the life of the children, and really I'm happy to be associated and the French Society of Orthodontic Pediatric with the AMS. But if you want to change function, if you want to change anything in your life, you need to do it at the beginning. You know, why to wait? It's incredible to think that the people can say, the orthodontists in the world, that you see a malfunction or dysfunction or anything, and you say we need to wait.
We must do all we can to optimize airway health in as many children as possible at the earliest possible age with the least burden to the adult caregivers and the child itself, himself, herself. And it really has come down to that, is that really is what Patrice was saying, what Isabel was saying, is that it's got to be done as early as possible.
Différentes et d'où l'orthodontie pédiatrique. Alors, si on regarde les données de la santé, de l'Organisation mondiale de la santé, on ne doit pas oublier non plus que la santé est un état de bien-être physique, mental et social et ne consiste pas seulement en of the orthodontic pediatric treatment as it's a part of my life and my practice to do the treatment for the children who are 3 to 6 years old, and when we need to do it. If you see faster, when I approach child, he inspires me with the two feelings, that of the tenderness of the present and the respect for what he may be on the future. So if you look about the growth of the children, all the people, because you know, many orthodontics in the world wait that the children have all the teeth in the mouth, so he's 12 years old. But if you look about the growth, you see between 0 to 3, we have the more growth in a children, you know, who is really at the early age. And if you look about if you think not about the size, you know, but if you think about the function, about the movement, about the organization of the face and the functional of the face, the jaw, the tongue, and all is focused on our job. It takes place at the beginning. You know, it's really at the beginning. If you look about the age, you know, healthy state of physical, mental, social well-being, and does not only consist of the absence of disease or infirmity. So what's happened is that all the orthodontists in the world are not agree to the age when we need to do the treatment. But really, if you think about the medical part of our job, if you do diagnostic from a trouble, you need to have a treatment. You cannot say, yes, we have this diagnosis and we have no treatment, you need to wait. Never in the medical science, people are waiting to do a treatment. So the people are not agree, but think about the Professor Rao who said there is no science without controversy. The idea that the science, that is a consensus, is a fantasy. It is not true. Science is made of controversy. So really, I'm happy to be a part of this society and to be to work on the IPOS, the International Pediatric Orthodontic Society, for in the future change the jaw and the function for the children. At the end, they have something to improve, so I've made many presentations about our pediatric orthodontic, and really we need to work all together with all the specialties. So I really love this Congress, the organization of the AMS and our society, to improve all the people who are working on the children. If you look about the plant, who will plant a tree without putting a guardian? It's like to say our appliance, our treatment for the children, it's really to improve the jaw, to improve the face, to improve the function. When you see that we do it for plants, what we not do it for children, that the children will grow. We all agree that he will grow, but we all want that he have a better life. But in the same time, we know that he can have the better jaw. We need to fix about the genetic part of the growth and to improve the genetic part for the children. So what's happened, and why not the people are going to the orthodontist at the early treatment? It's because if you look about the parents want to be safe, to be quiet with the children. And when an orthodontist say, no, you don't need to have a treatment, be quiet, stay at home with your children, the parents say, yes, okay, I really agree. But if you explain to the parents that you can improve the jaw, the function, and the life of the children, they will happy to come in your practice. But we will see that in the same time we need to change our practice. It's not the same when you do a treatment for an adult, for a young patient who is 12 years old or 9 years old or 3 years old. It's not the same room, it's not the same feeling with the patient, and it's not the same word you need to use to have the approach, I write this book, L'Orthodontie du Sourire, in a French company in Paris, and I write that it's like we are a gardener, because when you put a plant in the ground, gardener observe how she adapt the environment, and it's really what's happened, for children. Maybe she's too much in the shade, there is contrary to exposure to the sun, and if the plant does not grow well, it's going to move it, and it's what we need to do. It's really to respect the genetic and to find a way to improve. And I love to say it's like a Formula One, If you look about the children, they are all different, and sometimes, like for the Formula One, the driver does not start a race without finishing previous laps and make a necessary adjustment. So it's what we need to do, we need to put an appliance, we need to see what's happened, we need to work all together, all the specialty, and sometimes we need to put adjustment to be sure we go on the good direction, on the good way, and to discuss with the parents of what's happened and if really we improve the quality of the life of the children. And if you look about the face and you focus about the growth on the face, you see that on the face, when you are 5 years old, 80% on the vertical face, 85% transversal, and 85% sagittal face is done on the face, is done. It's done. So if you want it proof, it's really at the beginning. Alors, look about the article on the EGO in November 2004, dealing with posterior crossbite in your patient. And, look about the conclusion, the evidence suggests that the best choice for treating posterior crossbite in a young child is selective grinding in a primary dentition. So it's really what we need to do. We need to focus about the primary dentition to see how we can to improve the respiratory system. Remember, 23,000 times a day we breathe. So we need to focus on this brace and we need to improve this brace. So I will show you a new appliance, RCC 3D appliance we designed with a society who is designing by a society, biotech dental, So it's how we can improve the brace, but how we can improve all the maxilla, but sphenoid, all the face together, by changing the axis of the plane with 1 degree, 2 degree, with what's happened on the face, and in the same time, how we can change the plane on the sagittal view, to improve the class 1, the class 2, the class 3, and the position of the body of the patient. We will see how we combine the treatment by this appliance and the froggy mouth or anything appliance, to improve it in the same time. Always the morphology and function, and aesthetic and functional, all is working together, So I will explain in my presentation how to correct the crossbite, how to correct the open bite, the class 2, the class 3, the crowding and the gummy smile. So I'm really exciting, to be a part of this society. I want to thank Mark Muller and all the staff who organized this event, more than 72 speakers.
Our first goal is to symmetrize the maxilla. And so the tongue is able to rest on your palate.
It's not going to be good, is it? That will serve just 3 years later.
Of the book Breath, The New Science of the Lost Art.
Do your lacrimal ducts?
The baby was
so bad it's not able to walk, not around.
The quality and quantity of these movements.
There's one option, or also to use.
Now finally here on the right, we have a patient who is thin. I'm excited to tell you that the future is now, and I'm excited to be part of it.
We are in this together. We need to work together.
Let us work as a team.
We are a team working together.
Collaboration in the world.
Collaborative teamwork and coming together.
ENTs, OMTs, and orthodontists need to collaborate. Our children's health depends upon it.